Hello, hello, everybody. How are you on this fine Sunday evening? I'm sorry I'm late by a couple of minutes. I hate being late. Um, just been busy weekend. Um, and I have a few announcements to make. So I hope that you guys are happy. Hello, Aneta. Hello, Miguel. I'm so happy to see you. My beautiful, beautiful people. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to be sending out, if you're on Patreon, I'm going to be sending out a special post asking you guys to let me know what your handle is on YouTube. Some of you I know already, and some of you are very similar. So that's great. And well, if you're already a member, such as Aneta is here on YouTube, you don't have to because you have a little symbol beside your name. Hi. So it's Mary, right? Gentle Heart, Mary. Okay, so anybody who is a member, I've decided every week, a member of Patreon or YouTube, I've decided every week that I'm going, if you're here, not if you're not here, but if you're here, I will pull like about 3 cards for your upcoming week. It's going to be a thing. Super chats is still good if somebody comes in and they want to get a question answered, they can still pay super chat, no problem. But it's going to be like a members, and I'm going to really encourage people to become members because it's less than $3 on YouTube. And I figure you can come on the lives every week and have a little bit of an idea of what maybe the upcoming week is going to have for you. So that's a perk. Also, you get the extra free video that I do for our members on Fridays, which is flip throughs and meditations and whatever I feel like doing. So, yeah, there's 3 levels. I think it's like $2.99, $5.99, and $8.99 on YouTube because they won't let me do 369. How dare they? But whatever. And yeah, so it'll help me and it'll be fun and it'll be like a thing. The next thing is if you're not part of my channel, if you're not part of my group on Facebook, go be part of my group on Facebook. Okay, it's in the description box. I am the the other thing is I might be changing the days. It might be Fridays. I might be doing stuff on Fridays and Wednesdays. So yeah. Oh, it's Trish. Okay, so you are on my Facebook. Yeah, yeah. Because I'm going to be doing Facebook Lives too. And in those, I'm going to be pulling Oracle cards just for fun. Okay. So for an hour there too. So yeah, I've decided this and so it shall be. Don't forget to hit that like button when you come in. Um, and here we go. I had a question from a member. And I love this, okay? Because if you have questions, and that's the other part of these lives, I'm going to be asking Spirit about your questions, okay? She had a fantastic question, especially if you use tarot cards all the time. Why is it we connect to some and not others? And why is it sometimes that we buy a deck thinking we're going to connect with it, and then you don't? Has this ever happened to you? So let me know in the comments right now in the chat. Has this ever happened to you? You bought a deck you're sure you're going to connect with, and then nothing happens. You start using it, and it's like, eh, eh. Now, if you've kept that deck, the other thing is do you suddenly start connecting with it later? Okay? There's a lot of things that happen when we're using these tools, and sometimes it's the weirdest thing. It is the weirdest thing. Um, for me, there's some decks that I just never connected with. I still haven't given away, I think, a single deck that I've bought yet. I've put them in, I guess, what Lisa Pappas calls purgatory, where they sit if I haven't used them because I kind of like don't know. Maybe I'll start liking them, maybe I won't. So, anyway, let me know. And while we're doing that, I'm going to take my handy dandy deck, this one. This one I connect to all the time. It's my oldest Rider Waite. No bells, no whistles, nothing, nothing. Just it's been like I've taken off the edges off of it because I didn't like them. I've I think I've trimmed it like twice because the edges got really ratty, and I don't know. It's the one that I connect to. I guess it's the one that I just started doing all of this here on this platform with. And when I did, I don't know, I connected to it in a and it's the weirdest thing because it's the plainest Rider Waite Smith that I have. Like it's just, just the same old stuff that everybody else has. And, you know, I think it's the Radiant Rider Waite. That's what it was called. And to tell you the truth, when I got this one, I didn't really, I didn't think much of this deck when I got it. To tell you the truth, I just looked at it and went, really? Because I started, as you guys know, with the Amy Zermer Monty Farber deck. I don't even know the name of it. I think it's the Quick Tarot or the Instant Tarot or something like that. Anyway, I got it a long time ago. I got a deck that's like a second deck of that one because my original is so used up, and it was a non-traditional type tarot deck, and that's the one I learned with. I didn't actually learn with this one, but when I got this one, compared to my very colorful, and I'll show you because I think I have it here. It's not far. Let me see. Oh my, come here, come here, come here. Stop fighting me. Okay. I mean, look at this one. Whoops. We'll go this way. Okay. Look at these cards, just how colorful. And this is the one I learned on, right? So let me get my screen up so I can see your comments because I think I'm not seeing them. Okay. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Okay. So, I mean, just look at this one. Oh, this got to be the Three of Swords, right? Yeah. Look at this one. So you can feel the pain in this one. Anyway, so this is the one I learned with. So I go from all of these. This is like the Ace of Swords. Look at this one. Hi, Jenica. I'm answering your question, by the way. Jenica is the one who came up with this fabulous question. Yay! Hi. So, like I said, when I got this one, it was nice. I did actually like this card. But, some of them I thought, okay. It's, you know, just pictures. It's okay. This one kind of like, ooh. And they were okay. And they had like white around it. Like these had, I took the borders off, but at the beginning it had the borders that really bothered me. And I thought, I'm never going to connect with this deck. Never. I thought, I have it because everybody told me I should have a Rider Waite Smith. I have a Rider Waite Smith now. Me? Okay. But something weird happened. I connected to this deck big time. Um, I started talking to my guides with this deck. I kind of put it aside. I said, I'm just going to talk to my guides with this deck because I didn't want to use my original deck like this because it was very tattered. And I loved it and I didn't want to lose it. So what's going on here? Okay, hold on there. I look like I think what happened here? If I disappear, I'll be back. Okay, so that one was tattered. This one was, and this is the new one that I have. And I wanted to use this one. Well, I started connecting, and I connected and connected and connected. So it's like, okay, well, I guess I like this one. And then there were decks that I thought I'd really connect with. Again, like, what was it? The Witch's Tarot. I think it was the Witch's Tarot. I forget anyway. I still have it somewhere. And no, every time I use it, it's not that they don't work because I haven't had a deck not work. It's just that I don't feel I need to feel like it it's talking to me in a very profound way, right? I like to integrate the the knowing that comes in. I won't call it voices, but it's like the I don't know, the dialogue that comes in from spirit with the imagery of the card and the card meaning itself. And if I can't connect them all together, I feel like I'm kind of being cheated out of the experience. You guys know me. I do a lot of connecting between the decks. When I look at the decks, when I look at the imagery, I look at the meaning, I get the information. It's always all integrated together. So it makes the experience it's if I were to compare it to a meal, it would be, you know, a hamburger platter or the big seafood dinner, right? So it's kind of weird, but that's the way I see it. It's like I want the big meal, right? I don't want the little the hamburger platter. So anyway, yeah. So let's pull some cards. Why does this happen? And then again, I use the Spacious Tarot, and when I looked at the flip through, I was crying. I was in tears. But when I got the deck, the strangest thing happened. I almost felt a little disconnected from it. It took me a bit to get connected to it. I don't know. It was kind of it was very strange. It was very strange. So why is that? So I decided that I was going to broach the question with spirit because that's a great question. And I'm not the only one that this happens to. There's all of these events that happen. You think you're going to connect and you don't. You don't think you're going to connect and you will. Um, why does this happen, right? So, just out of curiosity, why not? So, thank you, Liam and Mona, for coming in. And yeah, it's just something I never bothered asking about, right? I just figured you do or you don't. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, one feel like they're directly linked to wherever, right? I think that's just an energy. It's to say that the energy of the cards or the picture at the moment are connecting with you. And I'm going to say at the moment because I think that I felt there's certain cards that I didn't connect to right away, but it took a little bit of time for me to connect to them. And finally I did. Finally I did. But time had to go by, things had to happen. I needed to find a connection. And I think this is what this is. There's a connect between you and spirit. Okay, this is the Hierophant. It's a tool, and the tool needs to resonate with the teacher. And I mean, that's as simple as that one. Um, the second one is what they're saying is that sometimes the other part, and I guess they're thinking is because if a deck is really popular, some people feel the need to buy the deck and they feel like not burdened, but they feel like, well, everybody's connecting so good to this deck. I should just get it and see if, I have a connection to it. And then they do, and then they don't. Okay. Like this deck right here, the Light Seer Sorrow. It was sold like insane, right? And I find this deck, you know what? I find this one really easy. Like if anybody ever asks me, which deck should I start with? I think that if you don't have the interpretations of the card down just yet, this is a fantastic starter deck. It's easy to kind of read. It's easy to kind of connect to. So that's why I always suggest it. But some people do not like it. They don't connect to it. Okay. So they feel the burden of having to because everybody else is, and then they don't. It's as easy as that. So they buy because it's popular, right? And then Ace of Wands, I feel that you need to have, well, one of the things is they're saying you need to have a connection, a passion for the artwork or what's being introduced. Okay, like it's again, it's a form of connection. Looking at what it is. Her eyes are closed, so I feel like it's more of an internal connection again, though. It's something that comes from the soul. It's not just the eyes, it has to connect from deep within you. Sometimes we like the images. I can go, I love this, but something inside me has to kind of just match up. Okay. As beautiful as the colors are on this card, and as beautiful as she is, as beautiful as the imagery, um, it's actually the energy off of this card that really gets to me. It's the burning of the old ways into something new. It's like the passion igniting and clearing out the old. And that's the energy of the card that I love, right? So let's see what else I have to say. Actually, these are great answers, by the way. Just great. Okay, so in answer to as what I already said, they have the death card as well here to explain. Sometimes you need to transition. You need to have a change in order. You'll have decks for a reason, a season, and then you're going to change up. It's you're going to change um, the way you think, the way you feel, how things affect you, right? Um, they're showing me you may connect to a deck maybe if you're a younger person that has younger people in it, and this is just an example, doesn't mean you are, but then as you get older you start connecting to decks that have older people in it, so it's life experience, right? So it changes as it goes, and as it changes, so do you, and so do your preferences. It's just as simple as that, for that anyway. So you guys are awfully quiet in here. This is your room now. It's member Sundays and probably member Fridays. I know you guys are different places and different time zones, and I'm asking for everybody who's watching this live later, um, please put in the comments Eastern time, what would be your optimal times for lives, especially if you're a member, because that interests me more. Okay. Okay. So the one thing that they wanted to add to that is that if you don't connect with the deck, it doesn't mean that you are no longer connected to spirit. That's a big, like that's one thing that happens a lot, or people think a lot, that they've lost their gift um, of doing this, right? So they just feel like, oh no, um, why am I not um, getting this? Why is it not coming in? So the thing with this Pisces, let me see here. I just want to make sure I'm still plugged in. Oh, wait a minute. Hmm. And now I'm sideways. Hello, how are you? My phone is doing something super strange, you guys. Just give me a minute. I will be right back. How do I mute this for a minute? Cam. There we go. Okay. I don't know why it's doing that, you guys. Um, that was fun. Now I'm dizzy. Okay. My phone is going, yeah. Anyway, so where am I? Okay, I'm here. Yeah, you are not disconnected from spirit, even though you're not connected to the deck. The deck is a tool. You are the spiritual conduit. The cards are just the awesome tool. Just like I keep telling you, your brain isn't all of you. It's not the one that's really going. Um, it is all of you, right? But we tend to think that the brain is the one that controls things, and it doesn't. It's not the only one that controls things. So there needs to be a marriage of different things to happen, even if the deck doesn't work. And you have to remember that sometimes we think that it's the deck not connecting, but it's actually because um, the other part of reading is they're telling me what happens is sometimes you're not meant to know the answer, you're supposed to figure it out. Okay, that's the one thing I don't hear enough about, is that people think, oh, I've lost my gift, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You didn't. Sometimes they're not giving you the answer, and there's a reason for that. They want you to go and figure it out for yourself. So uh, don't worry about that, right? um, I just pour a lot of love in the decks. Enjoy your decks. That's the other thing. They want you to enjoy the tools that you're using. I mean, what's the point, right? Don't buy them and put them in a drawer and forget about them. Buy the ones that you're going to use regularly, the ones that you can ask, that you can use to talk to your guides, because these are awesome guide kind of um, well, they're guide tools. It's just as great as talking to them, right? Like you would be talking to a person. You ask them something, poof, card comes out, right? And lets you know the answer. It's up to you to get connected to the right tool and to be able to read what's coming in. The other things is they're saying take time to plan, right? Um, take time to plan um, what's coming in. Okay. Can you check what's coming for me this week? Yep, absolutely. So we're about almost halfway. So before I do that, I'm just going to make sure that they're done with this. I can't read. I'll just learn from you. I like that way better. Well, usually I tell when I do my readings, I'm pretty sure that I've always done it this way where I tell you what the card means, right? Well, from my point of view anyway. And I think that helps people because it also lets them know what you're reading. You're not just pulling 5 cards and you're going, oh, I see a white car. You're going, this means that, and together, right? I will start the reading shortly for the members. I'm just going to finish this off, okay? Okay, so the important thing for the decks and what you're doing is to make sure that you are enjoying yourself and that it brings you the information you need Two, especially if you're having problems like control or blocks that are coming in, things that are tripping you up, so that it can liberate you and give you kind of that, that end game, that culmination, that I'm getting there, right? So there you go. All right. So let's see for this week. Card for Anetta. All right. So the three cards that came out is, first of all, there's going to be some conflict to resolve. Okay. But I feel that somewhere along the way, you have the moon card that's in reverse. The confusion will be lifted and you're going to be creative again. So, um, just letting you know, like I said, we've had really um, strong moon come in. Um, I've been actually watching even the crescent moons like go around her. It's really beautiful in the sky. It's making itself really known in beauty. So just letting you know, yeah, you're gonna have to work this week to figure something out, but it will be lifted and we have creativity again. Okay. So that's for you this week. It was a tough week for me. It was a tough week. Yeah. Yeah, I think I remember. I don't know if it was you, but I did mention last week. I try to, I don't know, be nice about it, right? So, but sometimes it is what it is, and sometimes it's out of our control. I mean, you have other energies come in and kind of like throw you curveballs. So, right, you do the best you can. But in this case, I feel if it's any if it makes you feel any better, I feel that you're in total control. Um, but then again, I always feel a strong energy from you, Anetta. Like um, you may find that funny, but I feel like you're a girl boss. That's all I think when I see you, like a girl boss, like total control, like awesome sauce. Okay, so um, I like it. I like it. It's something I would have wanted to be when I was younger. So yeah, total girl boss, and this situation is a total girl boss situation. In other words, it comes in, you address it, you fix it, and we keep going. All right. So yes, Jenica, I know. So let's see. Let's see. Well, it's a good card to come out first. So, oh yeah, oh yeah, you're gonna be happy. You're gonna be happy. All right. So look at this guy. Does he look happy or what? So I think things are gonna start kind of cohesively start working. Okay. I'm just gonna tell you that this is my teacher card. This is my card. This is my number. Okay. So um, there was something to be learned last week. So this card is the card of either if you learn it or you don't. Okay. If you do, you become very wise. If you don't, you become very foolish. This is what the five is for me. This week is going to be slow and steady, but a lot of progress. And we have sunshine for the end of the week. Okay. So, sun. We finished the end of the week with sun, so much, 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 much better week. And the night, well, he's a good night. He's kind of a so this week looks a lot better. I mean, just look at the cards. You got a lot of light. Oh no, you don't. No, you don't. You come back. What is wrong with this phone? It wants to leave all the time. Don't you leave. You're staying. All right. Yes, it does. It sounds a lot less, and it feels a lot less chaotic. I feel like you're gonna, what I get for you, I feel like you're gonna get more time to breathe, if that makes any sense. That's what's coming in. It's you have more time to do. Okay. So cool, right? All right. So in the room, do I have any more members? Anybody? And if you're not a member and you have a question, you can always go down, put in a super chat, $3 or more, and I will very gladly answer your question. A lot of new things coming in. Okay, Pisces. Um, I, it's not a full year, but in some ways, I feel that there's a lot of full kind of energy. The reason why is I feel that we're doing a lot of things and we're not exactly sure where we're going, but we're trusting the universe to take us there. We're kind of going, it's okay. I feel it. It's going to be okay. Somehow, some way. Don't ask me how. I can't explain it, but it's going to be all right. We're going to do all right. So, um, if you're feeling this energy, say yes in the comments. And um, absolutely, it's happening. Okay, it is. Um, and it's not just us, not just Pisces. It's everybody. There's a lot of people starting new stuff. It's almost like they're being propelled to do it or to go and try something new. So yeah, I like that. I like that feeling. Me myself, I'm doing a bunch of courses, signing up for a bunch of things. I'm trying a new bunch of things. It's insane. Um, but I'm feeling good. Um, yeah, a lot more energy. A lot more energy. Telling us to remember to embrace our beautiful Pisces, our beautiful dreamy side, right? Not for escape, for helping us propel us forward, okay? To remind us that we are magic and that we can do anything that we want, right? They say when pigs fly, we go, how high? He's right there. How high? How high do you want that pig? We'll make him fly. We know how, okay? I know we can't always have that optimism on point or up, 1,000 degrees, 1,000%, I should say, but it's it's good to remember that we have a lot of opportunities now. Okay, for myself, it's very easy because if I look back to 1980, there was no such opportunities. Your Chinese side is big, yes, so is mine. Oink oink. Hello. So yeah, that you can pull a card for us all. What will help us continue to have balance during challenge? Yeah, I'm a snake, but I'm terrified. My husband's a rooster. It's so funny because I said that just that that I don't know. I don't know how that works. He's a rooster. My younger son's an ox, and my older son's a monkey, which he totally is. totally. He is so annoying. He's like those chattering monkeys who are pulling your hair and bugging you all the time. Yeah, he's totally a sign. Yes. All right. Oh, I love this card. This is like one of the really nice cards, you guys. This beautiful Queen of Pentacles. I love seeing her in a reading. And I, you know, what comes in with her is that to remember that we're going to we have a lot of resources available to us, and they're reeling me back in from where I went, because I said I in the 80s was working with DOS on a computer. Now, I don't know if any of you remember that. Probably not. I come from an era of rotary phones, party lines. It's insane. The changes that have happened between then and now, I'm surprised that our heads aren't spinning off, my generation anyway, Gen X, because we have seen everything, everything, absolutely everything. And it's moved so fast that it's so weird for us to look back and think, um, wow, do we really live here? The world doesn't look much like it did back then. But the one thing I did realize, because of being in this generation, we have realized just how abundant it is in resources now rather than before. And just business wise, it's amazing what you can do. And education wise, it's amazing what you can do. Um, I can get university type education courses online now without having to pay the price. I can get businesses online without ever leaving the house. Um, it's amazing. And when you think of that abundance, you realize you really do have resources that you never ever had before. And, you know, any kind of information at just at the tip of your fingers is amazing. I remember when you had to go to the library or I have encyclopedias, and they were usually out of date, and they usually didn't exactly have what you needed. Um, on the sad side is you had to depend on other people who knew things to help you, and that may have developed a connection, but it also developed dependence on certain people, which is all power corrupts, absolutely. So to have one person who, as the hierophant, as I know, who, starts believing they know everything and don't start to learn more, well, then we get into a big problem there too. There's good and bad to everything. All just saying that there's a lot of opportunities now. And I feel sad sometimes of the younger generation, because sometimes they feel they don't have any, which is normal because they're of their timeline, right? 20 and under, they might feel like, the world is just a crazy, place. Um, we as Gen Xers are a little, younger, even certain millennials, we remember that life was not as productive as it is now. If we'd had a pandemic, working at home wouldn't have been a thing, right? People would have lost their jobs. It would have been a lot more people would have lost their jobs. It would have been tremendously catastrophic. So I like to remember that when I think, oh, this is too hard. I don't know if I can learn anymore. I don't know if I can do anything. I remind myself that I've learned a lot. And the more that I keep going, I have opportunities. We have this beautiful queen, just giving us all kinds of resources. We got to remember what we had and what we didn't have before. For this month, what is going on here? The deck is all mixed up. Oh no, here we go again. It's like my resolution when my phone decides to go. I'm actually going to take a different deck for that. Ooh. Wow, the cards just didn't. They didn't want to shuffle. They just wanted to come all out. So 3. All right. So let me see here. Is that? Yep. You got the Empress again. Okay. So you have the 3. You have 2 3s. You have 3 of Wands. They want you to get going on something. Okay, because you have the Ace of Coins here. Okay. If you look at that, do you see that? You start with the 3 of Wands. It's like focusing on the 1, and then planting the 1, and then creating the 1. So there's something about putting your focus on something specific this month to get it going, to get it to come to life, to happen. Okay. I feel a lot of focused energy because if I look here, okay, this is how I connect to my decks, right? Let me see which side, if I can figure it out. Let's see. Do you see that white there? Okay. Right in the middle. Okay. They're saying, okay, focus on that. Okay, that one thing. And look at what that white turned out. It's the pearl. You see that? So hone in and focus on the pearl. That's what I'm going to tell you. Focus on that pearl. Focus on the pearl. That gem, that thing that you want. That's your focus for the month. It wasn't very hard, and the card just kind of all came out. So I didn't even have time to shuffle. They were just like blah. Thank you so much, my dear. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And the other thing for this, I'm pulling a couple more because, yeah, is that it's going to be kind of a lightning strike when it does hit you. Okay, if it hasn't already. See that? I know it's a tower, but then you see somebody working. Okay, working on it. Apprentice of vessels. Okay, so I see somebody learning and then honing their skills. I know that's not what the Knight of Cups usually means for me, but that's what I'm getting. It's like, ta-da, get to work. Okay, so when it does come in, it's going to kind of so clear. I know exactly what my pearl is. Okay. I just feel like there's something about the pearl, I don't know. I feel like there's almost like there's an extra. We'll call it an extra that goes with the pearl. And when you get it, it's going to kind of help you go or move forward. It's going to help you push you. It's going to get that Three of Wands, take those steps forward, right? It's like you can see the pearl in the Three of Wands, but it's this big, right? And then you're going, okay, I'm focusing on it, and then poof, something happens. And it becomes, you know what it is. It's because if you look at the first image, it's like going, is it a pearl? Is it a white dot? What is it? Right? Um, you kind of think it is, but then things happen, right? So, anyway, you're focusing on it now. It's good. It's good. Just don't put too much pressure on yourself, Madame Girl Boss, because I know you will. Let it come to you. Will. Absolutely, it will. I feel a definiteness in the cards because the message came in loud and clear. Like I said, I didn't even have time to shuffle. They were just, it's like they already knew that you were asking, right? Yeah. Laser focus. Yeah, I feel your laser focus. Oh my God. Annetta will be doing great things or always be doing things greatly. Yeah, that's awesome. And thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. So I don't know. It's a quiet evening, isn't it? It is a quiet evening. I hope that I can like have members. That's why I'd like to get more members in on these lives um, to make sure. I don't know if I should do more lives. I don't know. I'm just going to try different things until I hit the right, I guess. What did I say? Synchronicity? Yeah. I synchronize with members. There you go. When I synchronize with members, then we will be doing it. I feel that sometimes I may be a little too late on Sundays, especially, Sunday night. People are going back to work. They don't, like, Jane, I'm tired. So, I don't know. I kind of feel good about having something on Friday nights, because it's the end of the week, you know, unless they're partying. But I don't know. The group here, I don't know. We'll give it a shot. All right. So I'm going to pull a few from my trusty decks. Aha. So just a general message for the week. All right. So for anybody who's coming in who is, we can party together here. Yeah. Fridays. Yeah. That would be fun, right? Because Fridays around 8:30 would probably be better than Sundays at 8:30, but or 9, something like that. You have the Queen of Wands, the Six of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. For the week, remember to shine brightly. Okay, we've got to really utilize that Leo energy that came in. Okay, and remember that not everybody shines brightly in the kind of the same way with the Leo energy. They come in your face, so just be careful of those. It might be waning at this point now because the moon is kind of, you know, and we're going into, I think, a super moon, a new moon in Aquarius. I may be wrong, but and this one right here. No, yeah, you just had your reading this morning. We're going into that new moon. Am I right or am I wrong? I do readings ahead of time and then I get lost. I get lost. I'm lost. I'm lost, Pisces. So this is the end. Yeah, it's a super new moon, and I was right. I was right. Stop second guessing yourself, Jane. Okay. So this week we're going into, yeah, we're moving. Oh no, you don't. Come back here. Come back here. My phone is again. So we're going into that Aquarius. That's what I was seeing here. We're moving out of fire into air. So it's time to assess what kind of intentions you want. Okay? What kind of intentions you want to set for this super new moon, because it's not just a new moon, it's a super new moon. So it's a great time to have intentions. And air, what's so fabulous about air? It picks stuff up and makes it move. So whatever you had that you set on fire with the Leo energy, it will pick up. It will pick up speed. It will pick up momentum. It will burn hotter with this new air energy. So absolutely use this, okay? Absolutely use this. Remember this. I'm using a lot of I'm using a lot of moon stuff this year because um, I think that the energies are going to be really important to you this year to utilize. To It's kind of like, to set yourself up. Okay, well, there's going to be that energy coming in and that energy, so I'm going to utilize this and make it work. Use it to my advantage, and that's what I want you guys to do. Okay. Alrighty. Well, I think I'm going to call it an evening. It's kind of not been an hour, you guys, but I'm going to go spend a bit of time. We were busy building furniture today, so I'm going to go put stuff in the furniture and and go have a little rest because it's all work for everybody, including me tomorrow. And thanks so much for being here. And don't forget to join Facebook if you don't. I know you guys have. I'm talking to the people who come in. The description is below. It's free. It's um, it's a wonderful group. I'm trying to keep it nice and quiet with no bots. It's sometimes they come in, but I try to get rid of them as soon as I notice them or somebody mentions it. So take good care of yourselves. Have a great evening. Have a great week. Have a great Monday tomorrow, and you guys just go rock it. Go change the world. I know you are. I know you will. I'm sending you a lot of love. Mwah, light, and well, you are blessed. Take good care. Bye.